game is lame and absurd, but you spit. You need to sit back and observe a certified pimp. So fly. Oh yes he is. I mean that boy does the shit. He's a mess he is. Fresh to death. Ain't nobody fresh as he is. They can't compare or get next to him because he's so fly. I mean the boy's so clean. From his white tee home down to those jeans. You see the ice in the pinky.
All right, I'm back. I had to start that shit all over again, but it's all good. Anyway, what was I about to talk about? I don't remember. See, that's the problem. That's what happens when you have strokes and heart attacks, man. It fucks with your whole physiology. Your memory gets messed up, and I don't know, man. Your body just old age, man. Old age fucks you up. So I'm just happy to be here. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna complain one bit about my condition. I am happy to be here. So thank you all for tuning in. This is the Ken Jackson Experience. I am enjoying life, and let's see, my live is not up. Hold on. Can I let me go back to the home page here. View my channel. There we go. Shit's working. All right. Looks good. Anyway, as I said, this is the Ken Jackson Experience. Welcome to the show. This is random today. I'm going to be doing random shit all the time now. I'm not on no schedule. You know, I'm just living the free and easy life. Oh, I remember now. Working on getting my recreational vehicle. I've decided on a trailer that I'm going to get, something that's easy to pull behind my car, but it has everything that I need. And I'm going to show it to you in a later video coming up as soon as I get, all the pictures and stuff together so that I can post up. But it's super nice. It's small because, hey, it's only me right now, and probably going to be only me until until the end of my time. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I got my kids, my grandkids. They might want to go camping with me from time to time, but most of my days are spent by myself, chilling, Retired life ain't that bad, really. I just wish that I was a little bit healthier. But you know what? That's the bullshit with this American dream we've been sold. Because according to the so-called American dream, we're supposed to work until I think 67, and they want to raise the retirement age to 70 plus now. Who the fuck wants to wait until they're 70 something to start enjoying life? You should enjoy your entire life, starting from the minute you take your first breath. You know what I'm saying? I'm off that hamster wheel for real. And I have a little bit of savings. I had some small investments over the years, but right now I'm on full-time disability through the VA. I was informed that I was just approved for Social Security, and you know what? I'm going to collect every bit that I'm entitled to. I paid into it. I worked a lot of years. I'll be 60 years old in September. And, when I started having these medical problems and and that's when I realized it was time to give it all up. Uh, what are you eating? Sorry about that. Puppy chewing up shit as usual. But anyway, like I said, I realized when I started having these medical issues, it was time to just give up the bullshit, give up the grind. We spend our whole lives working ourselves into a hole. You know what I mean? And that's not the play. I'm not with that whatsoever. So uh, I'm not going to, you know, spend the rest of my days, working and so that I can end up in a hole 6 feet deep. In fact, I've already told my children, don't bury me. Cremate my body, sprinkle me into the ocean or somewhere in the garden. I don't care, amongst the tomatoes and or pineapples or whatever the fuck we got growing out here in the yard. Just don't waste all that damn money on no coffins and funeral processions and shit, because it's bullshit. You know what I mean? It's bullshit, and I'm damn sure not wanting to leave my family with that kind of burden. Keep my shit simple. Don't even have a fucking funeral. If you want to, you can notify people that you think might give a shit. But really, it's not going to matter. I mean, I'll be gone. And I'm damn sure not going to be at my funeral. So I want y'all to know that. I'm not going to be there looking down on a damn thing. I'm going to go off to the great beyond or whatever's next and keep it pushing, y'all. And I'll see y'all when y'all get to the other side, you know. But anyway, enough of that. I'm going to get this camper here in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to hit the road, and I'm going to do that as long as I'm healthy enough to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, really fed up, with the bullshit, and I understand, y'all out here working, trying to make ends meet and pay bills and, and provide for your families and all. But let me tell you something. There gots to be a better way. There has to be. I often used to wonder who it was that convinced the rest of the world that we had to pay somebody else for shit. Who came up with the whole concept of money anyway? Think about that shit. And then who the hell gave ownership to everything to whoever it is that claims they own the world? You know, um, these government officials, and these rich landholders and I mean, who the fuck put them in charge? Why do we have to pay to live in the world that we're born into, that we didn't ask to be? Think about that. We did not ask to be born into this world. We just were. And we get here, and all of a sudden we have to abide by a system, uh, a structure that we had nothing to do with. I don't even like this system. Why the fuck do we, go along with the program? And don't get me wrong, we need people to be civilized, but we are the most uncivilized creatures on the planet. Humans are fucked up in every way, me included. Don't think I'm not talking about myself, because I'm part of the human race too, and I've contributed to a lot of the bullshit in the world. I have. I ain't proud of it, but hey, I'm just being honest. Hey, will you stop? What why do puppies like to why do dogs like to sit right under your chair, right under your feet? But anyway, like I was saying, I'm being honest. I contributed to a lot of the bullshit in the world as well as a human participant. I'm an accessory to the crime. You are, and everybody else is too. And no matter how much we talk about things got to change, things ain't gonna change. Ain't nothing gonna change uh, until we run everything into the fucking dirt. And it's gonna be up to Mother Nature to take back the earth. Uh, we're gonna have to be gone. I'm serious. Humans need to go extinct. I hate to say it like that, but I'm sure the world was a much better place before people came along. There's a show I used to watch called Life After People. Uh, Hold on, I will be right back. No, what's happening? What's happening? Nothing. Hey, for the video. What up? What's up? Oh, hell yeah, it's hot. It is super hot. All right, y'all, hold on. You know what? I gotta pause this. I'll be right back. Okay, I will be right back. All right, I'm back. That was my niece. My niece is at the door. Thought she had a key, but it's all good. Come by, check the mail, and all that good shit. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, talking about getting ready to hit the light, hit the road, and I want to take me a nice road trip. I've been all across this fucking country. I've literally been to every state in the United States at least twice. That's a fact. But I was always working on business, when I was in the military, when I was in the music industry, and then when I was in the trucking and logistics industry, so it was always work related. But now I want to hit the road and I want to do a little bit of traveling. I don't want to hit all 50 states, but excuse me, I want to travel for pleasure. You know what I mean? Um, and so I'm going to do that. A couple of weeks, I'm going to go pick up my camper. And I'm gonna do the damn thing because I personally don't need much to live on. I've been living on a super tight budget for like the last 3 years, and a lot of people feel like they need all this money and shit to live comfortably. It's bullshit. The only reason people need a lot of money is because they got a lot of bullshit to maintain. And think about all the shit that you got to continue to pay for on a monthly basis. Half of that shit you don't need. All the subscriptions to the streaming services. Uh, um, some of y'all got multiple car payments, the insurance that goes along with that, rent, mortgage, property taxes, maintenance. Oh man, it's just crazy how much shit we got to pay for. Why do we have to pay uh, taxes on homes? It should be a one time thing. You buy your house, you pay the fucking tax. That should be it. You know what I mean? And they say, oh, you got to pay for you know. Uh, Local services, garbage pickup and shit like that. No, the fuck not. Just take your shit to the fucking dump yourself. Honestly. Or I got a better idea. Don't accumulate so much shit and don't create so much fucking traffic. Or trash rather. There got to be better ways. There got to be better ways. Um, and I know I'm just rambling right now about different things because that's all I wanted to do today was just ramble about bullshit. Um, but like I said, I'm about to hit the road and I'm gonna try to enjoy some of these days I have left. You know what I mean? Um, because I realize that life is just a rat race if we play by society's rules. And this is why people are so stressed out. People running around here bugging the fuck out, snapping, really for no reason. Let it go. Just let the bullshit go. You don't have to have so much fucking stuff. You don't have to have this expensive ass name brand shit. And what does that even mean, name brand? Anybody's name is a brand, ain't it? Just because some fucking Frenchman or Italian, you know, got some shit mass produced in China and came out and said, hey, this is the exclusive hot shit, doesn't mean your dumbass gotta run out and pay premium dollar for the shit. That's just stupid. And let me tell you, I've made a lot of money in my life. I really have. But I've never once been a name brand type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I could care less about uh, uh, Givenchy or Gucci or whatever, whoever, Birkin, and these girls out here taking out mortgages to get Birkin bags. You know, it's just crazy. Hold on, what the hell is going on? Oh, my daughter now. Every time I get ready to try to do something, somebody wants me to fucking do something else. People always jocking my time. That shit is ended too. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Not at all. Um, because I'm just sick of it. I really am. Oh my God. Can you use my car to go get bunk beds for the twins? Are you fucking kidding me? No, not at all. Um, it's always something. You know what I mean? I am freaking tired of the bullshit. Um, does that sound mean? Really? Is it? I guess I'm gonna have to just be a mean old ass then. I'm cranky, you know, on purpose though. I'm not cranky because anybody really gets on my nerves. I'm just gonna be a cranky old man because I want to be. You know what I'm saying? The bottom line is this: I'm gonna live my life on my own terms, which I've always have. Uh, but of course, you know, while I was raising my kids, you know, I had to make those sacrifices for my kids. You know, and it's crazy. I don't make the same sacrifices for my grandkids because they're not my kids. They're my daughter's kids. Love them to death. You know, I will do anything for my grandkids. However, understand this: I do for them when I choose to on my time. And I know a lot of you out there might disagree. They might say, "Oh, Ken, you know those are your grandbabies." Yeah, that's right. They're my grandbabies, not my babies. And my babies are all grown. You know what I'm saying? Did my job, raised them. Uh, all three of my kids made it into adulthood with all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. And I lost a toe in the fucking process. So I'm only 9 toes down now. You know, so fuck the bullshit. Um, no, but seriously, it just comes a time in life uh, when you know you just got to start living for yourself. You got to be selfish in life. You really do because you can't even think about taking care of anybody else if you can't take care of yourself. You know, and then you know you get to that point, you know, where you can't take care of yourself anymore. You know, and then you're wondering who's going to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Because we spend our entire lives, you know, if we're good parents, we spend our entire lives doing everything we can to make sure our kids are good, even after once they're grown. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I don't abandon my kids because they're grown, but I don't make it so fucking easy for them. You know what I mean? Because I taught them everything that I could teach them, and hopefully they learned a little bit more, you know, as they grew up. And now they're taking care of themselves, you know, and it's not their obligation to take care of me when I can't. But that's why, you know, now I have to do everything focused for me. Do you mind? So, you know, I got to make sure um, that I'm good, you know, because the world ain't getting no cheaper. Life ain't getting no easier. You know what I'm saying? We got like 5 guys on the planet that got a financial net worth greater than the other 7 billion people on the planet. Ain't that crazy? Isn't think about that. There's like 5 motherfuckers in the world right now that got more money than like 7 billion people in the world combined. That shit makes no fucking sense to me. And money is like the number one tool needed to make it in this fucking society that's supposed to be civilized. But again, yeah, we are the most uncivilized creatures on this planet. And you get to a point when you get older that you realize that everything we were taught growing up was wrong. It really was. We were, we were taught to be selfless, sacrifice, for help out everybody. You know what? I'm all for that. I'm all for that. But we got to help ourselves first. And this is what the billionaires have learned. They don't give a fuck about nobody else. And I'm not saying the rest of the world should be that way. It's unfortunate, but that's what created the situation that we're all in now, is that a few motherfuckers didn't give a goddamn about nobody else but themselves. And now they control all the resources and everything required to make this world go round, while the rest of us are out here struggling and fighting amongst ourselves for table scraps from these fucking billionaires. I don't like these motherfuckers at all. And call me what you want. Call me a hater, whatever. But I don't see any fucking reason why one man should be able to accumulate 300, almost $400 billion so they can sit here and play with rockets. So they can sit here and dig holes all over Southern California talking about he's going to build this great underground transportation system, or play with his electric cars and shit like that. It don't make sense. We got these people, we got people out here literally starving to death with no place to live, no roof over their head, while a few people in this world are fucking living in mansions, not even living in them, but they own all of these mansions and shit that a lot of them they never see the inside of, vacationing on these private yachts, multi-million-dollar yachts. I can go right down the street here from the house and there's 2 or 3 $20+ million yachts down here in the marina, and some of y'all out there say, "Oh, Ken, you're just jealous because you don't have it." No, I would never want anything like that. Doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make sense to me. I'm that type of dude that if I got 20 million, then guess what? 19 other people are going to have 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Because there's enough for us all. There's enough for us all to live abundantly. But we got a few people that are hoarding all the money, all the resources, and they're divvying it out, to the rest of the people, and having the rest of the people, cater to their every fucking whim. And that shit's wrong. Every time I turn on the fucking TV and I see Donald Trump and his fucking con artist bullshitting ass out there telling all these fucking lies, as he actively destroys the country, and they're just letting it happen. They're just letting it happen. And trust me when I tell you, I'm a big advocate. 86-47. You know what that fucking means? Get rid of 47. Get rid of Donald Trump. Next election, vote his ass out. And all the motherfuckers below him that support him in all of these other government positions, vote their asses out. Don't sit at home talking about, I'm not going to participate, I'm not voting. Because when you do that shit, we get what the fuck we get. Nah, the system ain't perfect. It's definitely not that. But this is the system we got. So you gotta participate if you want to see anything change. And I know I said I wasn't gonna talk politics anymore, and I'm not. That's it. I'm done with that. It's all about living a good life now. It's all about trying to just be happy in my skin, but at the same time, understand this. Understand this. Gots to be prepared to protect what is yours and the lifestyle that you want to live without trying to force other people to bend to your way. You know what I mean? We don't have to fucking like the LGBTQ movement. Let them people be them. Let them live their lives in peace. They're not forcing nothing down our throats. I don't understand trans people, but guess what? I got no problem with trans people. Let trans people be who they want to be. Let anybody be who they want to be. Don't force your ways on somebody else because you don't like how they're living. Guess what? Don't live the way they're living. You don't like what they do? Don't do what they do. It is that fucking simple. All you need to do is live your life the way that you want to live your life and let everybody else live their life the way that they want to live, as long as they're not stepping on your toes or trying to take from you or trying to do something to you. Plain and simple. You know what? Life is really that fucking simple. It is us, though, that makes this shit complicated. I listen to people every day talk about, oh man, I can't stand this, that, or the other. They're trying to do this and they're trying to do that. Let them fucking do what they do. If your next door neighbor lives a certain lifestyle and you don't agree with their lifestyle, guess what? Don't live their lifestyle. But as long as they're not over here in your yard, in your house, leave them the fuck alone. It's really that simple. You don't like somebody's religion? Guess what? Don't participate in that religion. Find your own. I personally have nothing to do with organized religion. But whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, Hindu, whatever the hell you are, that's what you are. That's what you practice. That's what you follow. I don't care. Respect me, I'm going to respect you. Don't try to force your shit on me because I'm not trying to force my shit on you. I'm living my life. I'm staying in my lane. I'm going this way. You know what I mean? And what's so great about that is that if something gets in my way, I can go left, right, up, or down. I can go around it. And so can you. I'm not one of those motherfuckers that's gonna stand there and be like, oh, I'm not moving, you move. Fuck that. It's in my way. Turn the wheel. Go around. I see people driving down the streets during the day, blowing their horns and yelling out the fucking windows and shit. Knock off the bullshit. If they're blocking your way, guess what? Just go around them. Not moving fast enough for you? Get to a spot where you can get past them and go on. Can't get through that way? Back the fuck up, turn around and go around a different way. Find a new route. But nah, people are fucked up. People are really, really fucked up in that, they try so hard to force other people to do things the way that they do things. I don't care what you do. Just don't do it to me. If I see you're doing something and if I like it, I might try it. But if I don't like it, I ain't gonna try it. But I'm not gonna stop you. That's what you do. So don't stop me from doing what I do. And it's funny, I started off with all this bullshit, but this is what I really want to talk to you all about today is just live your life. Just live your fucking life and leave others be. You can't ask for better than that. Unfortunately, we live in a culture and a society, though, that wants to control us. Especially the billionaire class. They want to control us because without us, they can't be billionaires anymore. Think about that shit. The only reason they got billions of dollars is because the billions of us out here have bought into the bullshit that they sold. And granted, some of the shit is very useful, like the computer that I'm streaming on right now, very useful tool. The microphone that I'm speaking into, very useful tool. Yes, I spent money on it because I said, you know what? That's something that's useful to me. The camera that I'm looking into right there, it's useful to me. So I'm not mad at the people that created that because it's something useful to me. I can use it to do what I want to do. And guess what? There's 1,000 different types of cameras that I could have got, but I bought that one. That one that I use, that one's mine now. And I use it. This microphone, this one right here, that's mine now. And I use it. But you don't have to use this one. You can get your own. Go buy your own and use it. Now, do people get rich off the fact that I bought this? Of course, it added to their wealth. I'm not mad at that. So don't get me wrong when I tell you, you know, that I'm against somebody having billions and billions of dollars because I'm not really against them having it. What bothers me is when they use their billions and billions of dollars to try to influence other people's way of life. And that's what's wrong with the billionaire class because they actively use their billions of dollars to influence the rest of us. That's what needs to change. Stop trying to influence me. Stop trying to influence my neighbor. And this is what I'm saying to y'all out there. Don't let yourselves be blindly influenced into believing this, that, or the other. Find out for yourself what's happening. Understand what's happening. And the only way that you're going to truly understand is you got to get your information from multiple sources. Don't just follow Fox News or CNN or MSNBC or Newsmax or whatever. Don't just look at one person and the words that he's telling you or whatever this preacher is preaching to you on Sunday. Read the book yourself. Don't just go on just one book. The Bible ain't the end all be all. You don't know who the fuck wrote the Bible. It was just told to you that it was God's word. Same with the Quran or the Torah. All your other religious texts. Somebody told you. But is it really true? Did you do the research yourself to find out? Or are you just going based on what somebody told you? Learn for yourself. Live your life. Use what works for you. But don't try to push your life on somebody else's. You think I might be interested in what it is that you're doing? Just keep doing what you're doing. Because if I see it and I say, that's pretty cool. That shit's working. I want some of that. Then guess what? I'm going to come over and try it. But if I don't like what I see or hear, I ain't fucking with it. But that's not going to cause me to try to force you to stop fucking with it because it works for you. And that's what I mean. Life is so simple if we make it simple. Do what works for you. I'm going to do what works for me. I'm going to mind my business. You mind your business. And we can all get along just fucking fine in this world. I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This has been the Ken Jackson Experience. I will catch y'all next time. Peace. I am out of here. Oh, subscribe to the channel. Won't cost you a dime. I'm not trying to sell you shit. Crazy Baby TV World is just here to spread knowledge and have some fun. All right, I'm out. Peace.